friends, welcome back to Knead and Bake with me Sunita Lobo. The festive season is here and we are all gearing up for Christmas. So once your gingerbread house has been constructed and your Christmas goodies have been baked, it's time to make the Christmas cake. So today I've come up with one of my amazing recipes, the lemon fruit cake. Just as the name says, this cake has a lovely lemony flavor. It's filled with colorful fruits and is a perfect Christmas treat. So let's get started. First of all, let's combine the flour and the baking powder. Put the flour in a bowl. Add the baking powder. We need to sift the flour well because sifting the flour will aerate the cake, making it fluffy and give us a good crumb coat. We will add half the flour to the fruit peels, combine it and leave it aside for at least 30 minutes. Put at least half of the flour into the fruit peels. We want all the fruit peels to be coated very well with the flour. This will help the peels to remain all over the cake and prevent it from sinking it to the bottom. So once this is combined, the next thing we will do is combine the yogurt, the baking soda, whisk it well and then add the soji to it. The soji is the rava, the semolina. Add this. Combine it, and this also needs standing for at least 30 minutes. So let's keep this aside for 30 minutes and we'll get back. Now that the peels, the semolina has stood for 30 minutes, let's continue with the recipe. So what you do next is take the butter, put it in a bowl. The butter needs to be at room temperature, not too soft and not too hard. Add the sugar and now we will cream this well. Now we will add a little bit of lemon zest to this. It's already smelling awesome. The lemon zest is actually what gives it the lemony flavor. When you're putting the zest, take care that you don't put the white of the lemon of the skin inside because that will give you a bitter taste and aftertaste when you have the cake. we will add the yogurt and the semolina mix that we have soaked and kept earlier. Combine this. We add our essence here and half the lemon juice. The next step is to add the eggs one at a time with a little bit of flour. This is because we don't want the batter to separate. Even if your batter separates, not to worry, the thing is that finally everything will come together. The only thing is that when the batter crumbles, the cake gets a little crumbly. Add the rest of the lemon juice. Once you start adding the eggs and the flour, don't overbeat the mixture, then it is only till it's incorporated. Time to add our peels, the fruit peels, along with all the flour in it. And now gently stir it in. So once we are done with this, it's time to put it in a pan. I have a bunted pan here, which is greased and dusted with flour. You can use any pan that you have. You can use a round cake pan or a rectangle cake pan or a square cake pan. That's absolutely fine. So let's fill the batter in this. So once this is done, this cake will not go in the oven now. It goes in the refrigerator. It needs to stand at least for an hour before it goes for baking. This is because the fruit peels that are there, the fruits that we have added to the cake, we want it to be all over the cake. The cooling of the cake will help the fruit peels to stand where they are and not sink to the base of the cake. That is the reason we are going to allow it to stand in the fridge for at least an hour. But by chance you have left your cake for over an hour, maybe 2 or 3 hours, then it's important to thaw the cake for 10 minutes before you put it in your oven. So let's put it in the refrigerator and then I will put it for baking after an hour. I'll show you the finished product. Our lemon fruit cake is done. I've unmolded it and this is how it looks. We will now prepare a lemon glaze for it. So what we require here is icing sugar. You could take even the normal sugar, lemon juice, water and color. Color is optional. If you don't want it, you can leave it out. Combine it and bring it to a good boil. So now pour it all over your cake. Let the cake stand for a while. Don't cut it immediately. Let all the flavors get absorbed into it and then you can slice it and enjoy it. This recipe is from our Christmas Cakes workshop. For a complete course on Christmas cake, do check our website kneadandbake.com. We have a lot of yummy and delicious recipes out there. Don't miss it. Also like, share and subscribe to our channel for a lot more baking inspiration. So wish you all a happy and joyous Christmas.